In terms of teenagers, teenagers have very concrete thinking because of the changes in their brain. What is concrete thinking? Well, if a teenager was to see this poster, they'd probably think it's about computers. But if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it's actually an ad for family planning and condom use. And teenagers take things very literally. They don't understand the abstract messages. And so this has got some tragic consequences. The TV show 13 Reasons Why was supposed to start a conversation about suicide, but the TV show is about a girl, Hannah Baker. She is sexually assaulted, she is bullied, and then she goes to a counsellor and the counsellor doesn't listen. And the problem is, if you have concrete thinking, people take this very literally, and they think these are reasons to kill yourself. And the study by Jeffrey Bridge there found that there was almost a 20% rise in adolescent male suicides in the 3 months after this was released. And people that were experts in suicide prevention warned about this, and we were ignored. So it's really, really important to be aware that with teenagers, they can take things incredibly literally, and you've got to be very, very careful with the messages that you give around suicide. I know one speaker that got up to speak in an assembly and they said, this person, and they were talking about a person that died by suicide, this person never got any help. They never talked to anyone. And what they meant was that was a mistake what this young person did. But people with concrete thinking might interpret that as, I should commit suicide and I shouldn't ask for help. So we have to be incredibly careful about the messages we give. In one of my seminars, a woman said to me one day, when my friend at school died by suicide, I didn't feel sadness. I felt jealousy. Jealousy that this person was at peace and everyone else was miserable. So again, we have to be careful how we talk about suicide. We should absolutely talk about the signs of mental illness. We should absolutely talk about what to do if you're concerned about a friend and you think they're in danger. And we should talk about where to find help. But explicitly talking about suicide, unfortunately, can give a few vulnerable people bad ideas. And this is really because depression is an illness of the mind. It's an illness of thinking. People with depression are not thinking clearly. We often think the good talk on suicide, if you say, oh, people are so upset and they'll be so devastated if you kill yourself, we'd assume the logical response to that is that you wouldn't commit suicide. But if people are not thinking clearly, sometimes they don't think that way.